At this point, it feels like I could just rename this channel something like the Zion Report, but I promise I'm not just trying to focus on Stellar Blade only. It's just that this was pretty much my game of the year last year. It's a game I've really enjoyed. I've loved it to death. And there is a new holiday update out now that I thought was really fun around the Christmas season. So I wanted to take a look at this for a couple of minutes. It changes the City of Zion a little bit. There is now a toggleable ability to actually turn on seasonal content and to turn on seasonal events in general. You can either keep them on or you can turn them on as you see fit, essentially. But this does kind of go along with the summer update, where that was sort of, you know, this summer bikini-like fun little update. This is more of a Christmas one. So I do have a question of the day for you, which is, what other events would you want to see from Stellar Blade? I do know that they are probably not done updating the game. This was one that was kind of unexpected, announced a little bit last minute, and I thought it was really fun. So this kind of takes place mostly in Zion. This is a little bit of a scavenger hunt. It's similar to the photo challenges where you go around Zion and find something, except this time it's actually finding Christmas presents, finding holiday presents from Zion citizens, and even more specifically Francis. Now, there are several different items that you can find that are located in different places, and I don't even think you really need a guide on it because they straight up tell you where they are. But essentially what you do is you go to these places, you shoot the dartboard or the target underneath the flying drone, then it drops the present for you. But the first thing you have to do even before that is go to Zion's Memory Square and actually go out into the middle of it, and you will see a massive Christmas tree decoration. It has a dancing cactus by it, and you will find many different Christmas and holiday themed decorations around this area and throughout Zion. But at the base of this tree, you actually get a couple of different gifts, and one of them is Eve's Christmas outfit. Now you put this on, you look cute. It's got kind of an asymmetrical look to it that I think is very pretty. One leg has a stocking on it, which I guess really fits into the holiday spirit. It's definitely a short skirt. You can see some panties down there. But all in all, I think it's just a cute, fun little look for Eve. Now that said, there is also a look for Adam in essentially the same area, where you can destroy an item to get a very ridiculous outfit for Adam. And these are outfits that can be worn during cutscenes, during photo mode, during regular gameplay, pretty much just the way it normally is. There's a couple of different pairs of earrings here, including a Christmas wreath earring set and also a Santa's sleigh earring set. There is also as well a hat, which kind of has a bit of like a pixie cut going on underneath it. Essentially, there's no ponytail with this Santa hat that she can wear, and of course as well, snowflake glasses, which I think are very pretty. One of the most enjoyable parts of this update though is actually just the way that it livens up the City of Zion. Now, when you turn on the game, like I said, there is that option to turn on or off this seasonal content, at least for the first time you turn it back on when they enable the Christmas holiday update. But something I noticed is they mention like, hey, you know, if this is your first time through the game, you might want to turn that off because it's going to break immersion in a way, or it might break your sense of immersion of the game. And I do understand that, especially if you're getting letters from people like, you know, that you haven't met yet telling you to go on a scavenger hunt. So I understand. But in general, something I've found is that these holiday areas liven up these parts of the world, whether it be the Oasis with the Stellar Blade summer update with the bikinis and the different stuff like that, or whether it is this, you know, where it's adding in Christmas trees, it's adding in wreaths, it's adding in stockings near Memory Square and in Memory Square, it's adding in different miniature Santas and snowmen and all these different things. I know near the Exile's Path or Passage, I always get the name slightly wrong, there's some, you know, candy canes up there above it too. Some of this stuff is great set pieces for different photo mode opportunities. Some of it is just really fun little details. Like you might go over near the last gulp and find a couple of little Christmas tree decorations, things like that. I think that these just really help add to the world and make it feel even more lively and alive and actually customizable, because if you want to turn this stuff off, you can, but if you want to have that holiday vibe in your game, boom, turn it on in the settings, you're good to go and you're having a fun time with it. Overall, I think this is a fun little update. This is mostly what it adds, is just these little cosmetics, But there is one small problem introduced with it, which is the fact that Best Girl Lily is once again ignored. It sucks. She got a little bit of love with the Nier update, where she actually got an outfit from that. But overall, Lily is one of those characters that just kind of doesn't get anything. I get that, you know, you're going to spend most of your time with Eve. You're really going to only see Lily and Adam in cutscenes and at the Tetrapod and things like that, but they do still play a very, very heavy role in the story. So I do truly wish that they would do more with Lily. It's something that might be a fun future video to talk about, is like possible spin-offs they could do, things like that. I think they proved with this game they understand shooting mechanics. They proved with this game they understand some amount of horror mechanics and iconography as well with the Naytibas and some of the different areas with that. But overall, like, one of the characters I'd love to see more of in a sequel or a DLC or anything is Lily. I know that Lily could not be like a hand-to-hand combat specialist. That's just not what she's designed for. She is an engineering specialist after all, but it does feel like there is room for her to grow, both in terms of cosmetics, customizability, or customization, I should say, and even gameplay. You know, the fact that she was able to contribute near the end of the game because of the mech, I think you could really do something with that in the future with this character if you wanted to include her more in future games. That's just kind of my idea, but overall, I love this update. I think it's fun. It's another free thing under the hat, or Christmas hat maybe, or on the belt of this game, where they're just handing out free content to players. You don't have to pay a penny for it. You just go on, enjoy the seasonal content. You can enjoy it year round if you want, and that's pretty much it. So I think it's fun. I think it's great. I hope that they do more like this, but let me know in the comments down below what you think about it, what you'd like to see, what other Stellar Blade games you'd like to see, whether it's just a spin-off, sequel, prequel, whatever. I'm interested in it. Love hearing your ideas about that, and Shift Up is actually one of those companies that does pay attention to online feedback on their Twitter account and various places, and it's nice to see. It's very, very nice to see that they actually care what the community thinks, who also loves this game. So let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed today's video, you want to leave a like, subscribe. Appreciate that very much. Looking forward to reading the comments. We have a Fortnite code, which is DJAY123. We also have our own store, cosmobunny.shop, where you can use code DJAY123 for 10% off your first purchase on coasters, keychains, trays, and more. These are from recycled paper, whether it be comic books, manga, magazines, different various pieces of paper, pamphlets, whatever. We don't print pictures. We don't do that. What we do here is we get different books that are damaged. They're unable to be sold by stores. People don't buy them. So what we do is we either buy them deeply discounted, like very, very cheap, or we are gifted them by stores. Then my wife Jill does a beautiful job of turning these into transformative art pieces using resin to make coasters, keychains, full-size trays, miniature keychains, and more. And right now, you know, it is pretty much the Christmas season. It's the holiday season. At this point, it might be a little bit of a late gift, but if you want to get a fun gift for somebody who maybe in your life has a lot of different stuff, they don't have one-of-a-kind handmade pieces like this. Even if they have a piece like this, they don't have this one because it's one-of-a-kind and handmade. So we have a lot of fun over there. I hope you appreciate that. I hope you will check that out. There is also over there as well, my wife does very underrated handmade beaded jewelry. Love it very much. Love her very much. I can never shout out my wife enough. My favorite real life woman in the world. Pretty much just tied with, or I guess she slightly beats my own mother. Okay. I mean, it's hard to beat your own mother, but unless you're a psycho, I guess then physically maybe it's not. I'm going to wrap it up. Have a fantastic day. As always, everyone. Hope you have a good one and stay shui.